welcome. You know, I was sitting, I wasn't sitting, but I was involved in a conversation. And the conversation came up about, oh, where is the strangest place you've ever shown pictures? Now, I'm a commercial photographer, but a lot of times I shoot weddings for clientele. But back in the day when I first started, I took pictures of my buddy's wedding. Now, let me start from the beginning. A buddy of mine got married. I was invited to the wedding. I was one of the groomsmen. Um, a dancer is involved in this story. A erotic dancer, but not how you think. So I get in this conversation. I'm telling these guys about the strangest place I've ever shown pictures. And there's a unique twist to the story. So, my buddy's getting married. We go to the bachelor party. Bachelor party ends up at this bar in Portland, Oregon. So, actually not Portland, but in Washington. No, Portland, Oregon, a strip bar. We came from, there was a bar in Washington, and we ended up in Oregon. Strip bar in Washington called the Acropolis. So I'm not into going to strip bars, but, it's a bunch of guys. So we go, we're having fun, we're drinking, we're doing our stuff. And the one buddy that we're talking to, the one guy that's with us, friend of ours, he always gets really hammered and gets himself into situations that he can't get out of. Okay. Now this situation is, we ended up at the bar. We were leaving when the bar closed. The buddy that was with us that gets in trouble all the time runs up and goes, "Hey man, I'm in love with this girl." I'm going, oh dude. What are you doing? He goes, "No man, I think she likes me too." So, a little bit of a conversation goes on between him and her. And they exchange phone numbers. And we're giving him a ration of stuff on the way back on, dude, that's not even her number. She's a stripper, man. She's not going to give you her number. Well, sure enough, he calls the next day and it's really her number. They go on a date. I go, I didn't go, but hey, more power to them. These two people end up really liking each other. Now, she's a stripper, an erotic dancer. She's very good looking. And her name is, let's say, Cassie. His name is Dale. So Cassie and Dale end up dating. A year or two go by. I've talked to him through this year. I've visited with him. And apparently she's going to school for nursing up on the hill, Markham Hill, for nursing, and she does this to get by. That's what they all say. So this guy comes to me, this friend of ours, he goes, "Dude, we're going to get married." I go, "What do you mean you're going to get married?" married? He goes, yeah, we're going to get married. I go, that's crazy. It's really crazy. He goes, I want you to take the pictures. I go, that's crazy. So, so I end up taking the pictures. But before the wedding, we take him out and we tell him, hey, man, are you sure this is what you want to do? You understand she's a dancer. Do you know what you're getting yourself into? You know, all that stuff. Yeah. I, the wedding happens. I go take pictures of the wedding. You know what? It's a pretty nice wedding. She paid for it all. Came down to me taking the pictures. I said, I'll give you a deal. She goes, no. I want to pay you just like what you get paid. Don't give us any deals. If you want to give us a little one, that's fine. Because I did offer to do them for free. She goes, no, I want to pay you just like, it's what you do for a living. I can respect that. So we go through the wedding. I take the pictures. They go on their honeymoon, whatever. When they come back, I want to get the last of the money. I want to get paid. So I got to show him. But she's always at work. It's weird. To be honest with you, she had all the money. He didn't have any. So they bought a house. And so she was always working. So in order for me to see him, I had to go to her work to show him to her. And I'm getting nervous. I'm going, oh, man. So I had to go to a strip bar to show this girl and pre-sell her on her photos. See, she paid for a certain amount. We have to pick them out. Then she pays me the balance of the bill. I have them made, and they're given to her. Okay, so I end up going down to this club, and I end up going in. I see her. Hey, Bobby. We talk for a minute. She goes, hey, I got to go on set and dance. But here, so she takes me in the back. Now, in the back room where I'm sitting and waiting is where she gets ready. There's a bunch of naked women in there, just running around. They don't even care if I'm in there. Hey. So I went in there and I set everything up, and she says, hey, I got to go out and dance. Well, while I'm setting them up, the other girls are coming around, and they're looking at the pictures. They're looking at all of them. Pretty soon there's a whole crowd of them there, and I'm trying not to look at them. I'm like, yeah, it was really fun. And so she gets done. She comes back there. All the girls get together and they're talking about the pictures and stuff. She comes and she picks them all out. And I tell you what, the shocking part is that all these girls looked over the pictures. Girlfriends. They all started talking. This lady bought $1,000 more pictures because these girls like certain ones. Put together an entirely different package. And she goes, hey, if you wait, I'll pay you cash when I'm done. I go, oh man. So they set me up in a VIP room booth kind of thing. It's a room. I just sit back there. And these girls are looking through the pictures the whole time till not closing time, but till she gets off. We do it. But that was not much of a story today, but that was the most interesting time I've had having to show pictures, wedding pictures. Oh yeah. A couple years later, well, not a couple years, but 10 years later, I ran into her again. I think Dale's in jail. I don't know. But Candace became a nurse, owns another house, married to somebody else, got 3 kids, just normal, enjoys her life. So I haven't been putting out videos lately because I'm working on some other technologies and consuming a lot of my time with work and trying to keep up with the stock photography and the sound effects. And so decided I'd come on and do a real short story, and because I like doing these stories and having a cocktail. That's it. I'll be back in a couple days with another one. Thanks.